To real friends, to the real end, to the reals fall off, to the wheels don't spin. Yeah. To 3 a.m. calling. How many real friends? Just to ask you a question, just to see how you was feeling. How many? For the last you was frontin'. I hate when a nigga texts you like, what's up?
Hi YouTube, it's Hannah Hope aka Hope here with a chit chat video for you guys this week. I'd like to say that I'm sorry once again for posting a video then disappearing and then leaving it on Michelle to have to post every week. I have to get better with this. I like posting for you guys and interacting with you guys, so I need to get on it. So I just have a really quick chit chat for you guys. What made me, I was talking about it at work the other day to one of my colleagues, and I was like, you know what, I'm about to tell the subscribers about this because I can't believe this happened to me. So this happened like a year ago when I was a supervisor for the night shift at one of the jobs that I can't believe I was working at and I really hate now. Anyways, on a good night I would get home around midnight, but there were not very many good nights, so normally I would get home at like 1 a.m. or sometimes even 2:30 a.m. At this time, this was when I was living in South Central, and I really hated coming home late because there was always like something going on my block that was just that I did not need to be walking past. Like, oh my goodness. So I always tried to get home early, tried to switch shifts sometimes because that block there was always something going on, and wow. Also, my roommate at the time didn't make situations easier. She always had a different guy over at night, and it's like her baby slept in the bed with her, so if she did have company, they would be on our couch. Imagine me opening the door to a random stranger. Like, that was always something so annoying. One time I opened the door and the guy, normally they're asleep, but one time I opened the door, the man was awake. And as soon as I opened the door, I looked at him, he looked at me, he said, "What's up?" I said, "Hey, what's up? Hi, I'm the roommate, just going to bed. That's it." Like, the heck? Yeah, I really hated the different people that would pop. So this particular night, I was driving home from work. I had one of my friends on the phone. My roommate, because she had a baby, I gave her the parking spot in the back of the house, which meant that I would always have to find a parking spot for myself on the street. At that time of the night, everybody's already found their spot. So that means I'm driving around street after street after street looking for a parking spot. So if I have to park 5 blocks away, I'm parking 5 blocks away and walking all the way to our house that late at night. I was on the phone with one of my friends and I was letting her know, like, "Hey girl, my phone's about to die, but I'm here, I'm just looking for parking." So we were still on the phone. I was looking for parking. I looked to my left, I looked to the right. As I was driving past the house and I looked, just to see if there's any parking spots in front of the house, I looked at the house. There was a man looking through the window, the kitchen window. I was literally just, oh my goodness, Lord have mercy upon me. Just thinking about this is like freaking me out, because that really freaked me out, man. Like, to see a silhouette of this huge man looking through your kitchen window? Hi, Jesus. That was really something. So I'm on the phone with my friend. I said, "Girl, there is a man looking through my kitchen window right now." And then my friend was like, "What?" I said, "Girl, I said it is 2:30 in the morning. There is a man looking through the kitchen window right now." I drove past the house like, like I'm not stopping. I'm gonna act like I don't live there. Not stopping. I don't know what's going on at the house. I'm not going home tonight, I guess. I'm gonna sleep in my car. Or I'm gonna call somebody up. I'm gonna make an extra long drive and go sleep over at somebody else's house, because I'm not doing that shit. So my friend was like, "What are you talking about? What's going on?" Then my phone hung up. My phone died at that very moment. So I'm still trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. Like, whose house am I gonna stay at? Am I gonna sleep in my car? Maybe we'll go park my car at the grocery store, at Ralph's. My friends over here in my ear like, "What the heck? what the bleep is going on? Oh my God, you know, really like also scared for me. And my phone just dies. My car charger is in my trunk because I put all my bags in the trunk. So I'm just like, okay, this is fine. And I hope just think, okay, what should I do? I'm gonna drive over to Rouse in a lit parking area. I'm gonna go get the charger from my trunk and start charging my phone while waiting at Rouse. So I do just that. I'm in my car waiting for my phone to charge. I was just in my car thinking like, wow, there is a peeping Tom at my house. Like, what the hell is going on? This is freaking me out. My roommate's car wasn't in the back. Her car wasn't there, so I knew she wasn't home. The first thing I did when my phone was charged was I tried calling my roommate to figure out like, where are you at? Like, if you're on your way home around this time, then we can walk in together. You know, we can figure this out together. If not, then I'm going somewhere else. I'd rather be at home in my own personal space, but you know, I like my life. So, you know what I'm saying? So she didn't pick up her phone. And I was like, okay. Either the peeping Tom got her and she's somewhere and this is going to turn into a news story in the morning, or she's, you know, just not picking up her phone. But I got this like random call from, like, it was a number that I didn't have saved in my phone. So I picked up the call. It was the police. The police. They said something along the lines of like, oh, this is the Los Angeles Police Department, blah, 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 blah. And I was just like, oh my God, what did I do something wrong? What happened? Oh my God. I was freaking the F out because I thought like they were calling to tell me my roommate like was murdered by the peeping Tom. I was freaking the F out. I was holding that phone shaking. Ah, yes, this is Hannah Hope. What happened? What happened? What's going on? What? Organic each other. It was really bad. And then they're like, oh, your friend called and like let us know what was going on. We just wanted to let you know that we sent someone out to the house and everything's okay. The guy is gone. We watched him get into his car and leave. There's still an officer in that area. So when you do come home, you're safe, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, wow, this is nice. But back in the back of my mind though, number one, how do I know that this peeping Tom isn't gonna come back? Number two, where's my roommate? Number three, my friend called you guys. My friend called you guys. Wow, I did not deserve a friend like that. Wow. How many of you guys will call the police or call for help? How many of you guys will call for help if your friend said, there's a peeping Tom at my house and then their phone disconnected? Would you call for help or would you just wait for them to call you back? Because what my friend did made me realize like, wow, I do have some good people in my life. Like that was actually very sweet of her to do that. So as I was driving home from Ralph's, which was like a 5-minute drive, I called my friend and she said, oh my God, you're alive. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Are you on your way home? I said, yeah, I'm on my way home. The police said that they saw the guy go back into the car and leave and that there's another officer in the area. So it's kind of safe for me to go home, but I just want you to stay on the phone because I still have to walk to the house if I find a parking spot. And she was like, okay. So I got back to the area. I was looking for a parking spot. I actually found one that was like the next street over, which is cool. I was on the phone with her. I was like, listen girl, okay, I didn't charge my phone fully, clearly. Right now it's at 10%. I don't know why my phone's charging so slow, but I'm walking home, okay? I'm walking home. So like, because I knew, like if anything happened, I knew she got my back. I walk up to the house. I unlock the door, walk inside. My roommate and her baby was sitting on the couch facing the door. And I was just there like, so the first thing I said was, hey, your car's not in the parking spot. Have you been home all this time? She was cussing up a storm. She was pissed. I said, what happened? She said, somebody called the police on my boyfriend, blah, 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 blah. I said, oh, wait a second. If you've been home all this time, somebody called the police on your boyfriend. Was your boyfriend peeping Tom? So I was like, I don't know what to say. I kind of like snitched on myself because I was like, oh my God, was your boyfriend outside or something? And she was like, yeah, he was talking to me through the window. I said, oh. And I just didn't want to lie. Like, I didn't want to lie to her. So I said, you know what? I thought your boyfriend was a peeping Tom. And because he was looking through the kitchen window on his tiptoes, you know, I was freaking out. I was scared. I was on the phone with my friend. So my friend called the police because my phone died. Blah, blah, blah. I was trying to tell her the story really fast. And she was just looking at me like what the did you say? You called the police on my boyfriend? So yeah, and she wasn't having it. She was like really upset. She basically like let me know that they were arguing through the kitchen window. Like she kicked him out and then they were arguing, and she was like getting ready to like bring him back in. They were having like a little boyfriend girlfriend fight or whatever. And I mean, to somebody driving on the street, that looks like a peeping Tom. How much does it know that's your boyfriend when you have so many different people sleeping on our couch every night? Like, I don't know. This is why communication is very important, okay? My roommate should have communicated with me better about her boyfriend being over and everything, there being commotion at the house, so that I know if I'm driving past the house, I know, okay, my roommate said there's gonna be commotion at the house, so I'm seeing this guy, maybe that's, you know, commotion. I don't know. Also, communication is key, because if I didn't tell my friend, oh, there's a peeping Tom, or if I wasn't, you know, communicating with somebody about what was going on with my night before my phone died, if he really was a peeping Tom, then who knows like what would happen. So the moral of the story is my roommate sucked. I mean, she's actually done some pretty bad things to me. This was just like an irritating story. But yeah, my roommate sucked. Choose your roommates wisely. But really, like, the real moral of the story is that communication is key. Communication is very important in everything that you do. When it comes to your living situation, like with your roommates, your relationships with your friends, family, boyfriend, girlfriend, like communication is really key, and it's very important because you never know what can happen in this life. I will see you guys next week. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for still loving me even though I barely post. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for showing Michelle and I so much love. We're trying to get our subscribers up. So if you love us, if you love watching us, then like, comment, subscribe, do all of that. Follow us on the gram. Follow us on Instagram or Snapchat. I've been active on Twitter lately. Like, I revived my Twitter, so you can follow Twitter as well. Okay, y'all. Deuces, deuces.
To real friends, to the real end, to the reals fall off, to the wheels don't spin. Yeah, yeah. To 3 a.m. calling.